you ain't first, you're last.
You think the FBI are the only ones on this guy?
The key to victory is anticipation.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Fear is the path to the dark side.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
You are a sad, strange little man.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinny and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on The Al Travis Show.
All right, we've got Spinny with us today. Spinny, what a big day in sports for Minnesotans, huh?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
What were your thoughts on the ball game last night? Minnesota ended up winning this thing 121-110. I think it got a little scary in the fourth quarter, didn't it?
It did. We were all like in the third quarter, like, oh, this game's over. We don't even need to watch. And then end of third, beginning of the fourth, it's like, oh, it's an 8-point game.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? Well, there was no. Sorry, Al. There was a lot of screwing around from Anthony Edwards, I felt like, in those moments last night, where it's like, well, the one play where he's just came across half court and was just screwing around, dribbling the ball, and then they just stole it from him and got the fast break point. Like, I felt like there was a lot of those moments where it was like, we're really just like going through the motions, and the team felt like it was over too. You could tell there for a while.
So let me ask you this, a team that will do that, because I've been saying this in this whole series, that we should be winning by 20, 25 points, right? You take a Steph Curry off that squad, you should be able to beat them hands down every game. You worry a little bit about the mentality of the squad?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, but not too much, because I think that when the games are competitive and when we face a team, the Wolves are bad at being focused in moments where they think we're going to win or the team's worse than you. So I think once we get to the next series where we're more locked in and the opponent that we're playing, their best player didn't get hurt, that those moments won't happen quite as often.
Okay, so you watch this whole thing, and this, obviously, no one will ever know, but I love the idea of this question. When Steph Curry was in the game, 13 minutes in the first game, that's all he played, and they won. He scored 13 points, 13 minutes, and that team won. Do you think our squad wins if he stayed in the game, if he did not get hurt?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know, 5 points in one game, 7 in the next, and 11 here. You telling me Curry's not worth it?
I mean,
we'd say more focused. I get it. I'm telling you, I don't know that I feel confident we would have beat him.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm 100% confident that we would have beat them either. I think it would have been a close, more of a 7-game type dogfight series for sure. It just changes everything. I don't necessarily think we have those lapses in focus, but also Curry can score as many points as he needs to in 5 seconds. So it's a completely different style of defense that we were playing against them as well. Like, you even saw in game 1 for moments where we were playing more of that, like, Jokic defense against Jokic, where off of every type of screen and whatever, we're blitzing Curry, we're putting 2 guys on him, we're making it hard for him. And that opens up a lot of other stuff for these other guys that we didn't have to do with Curry being there.
Oh, I always say he's got a guy and a half on him at all times. So it's 4 on 2.5 or 3.5. And I'm just saying, I'm very happy we moved on. Okay. But I would not have put my money on if Steph Curry was still in the game. Real quick question, just generically. Is the NBA need to cut back on games? Curry goes down, Tatum goes down. We're seeing all these Achilles heels things where they start playing, after 82 ball games, now they're playing every other day. I don't know how Achilles works. You're in the coaching business. Is that just fluky, weird timing, or is it because we're putting these athletes in such rigorous, there's no time to heal up?
Yeah, I mean, I think Achilles injuries themselves are more like random. I mean, like Tatum just pushed off, it's not
Yeah.
like he was doing anything. Man could have done that in a private workout or at
Yeah.
practice or at any time. Like those type of injuries are hard for me because I think it's more just random. But I'm I'm with the shortening the NBA season. Now,
Yeah.
with records and points and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff, I don't think they're ever going to do that personally,
Mm-hmm.
but I would love if the NBA was 45 to 50 regular season games. I think
I,
it would make every game matter a lot more.
I completely agree. I think there's something with the pattern of the playoff series. Now, the first one was crazy, 4, 5, 6 days off in between. I'm not looking for that. But they have a system, right? Play a game, 2 days off, play back-to-backs. I think the postseason should mirror that schedule because I think your body gets into that. There's so many great players out. There are really, truly none of the old superstars left, right?
No,
Name the
yeah.
guy. I mean, the Lakers are out. Goodbye, Giannis. Goodbye, James. Goodbye, Curry.
Yeah,
Cat
Jokic is the old man of the playoffs right now.
So let's talk the playoffs real quick before we move on to other stuff. The Nuggets and the Thunder still going at it. OKC is leading 3-2. Nuggets hang in this. Just go to 7 games.
I hope so, Al. I'm huge root. I don't really know who I'd rather play in this series, to be honest with you. The way Denver's playing right now and the way Jamal Murray's playing, they scare me a little bit. And obviously have a lot of playoff experience. Now, that being said, we're kind of the Nuggets killers here in Minnesota, so I think people are rooting for that. But I worry about how well they're playing and Jokic's experience level, and I don't know about us beating them. I'm honestly, as crazy as this sounds, maybe a little more confident in us beating OKC with the way Jalen Williams has been playing, the way Chet has been playing. I'm not super confident in either of their 2 or their 3 right now.
Yeah, well, that was a great answer because I have no idea either. The Nuggets, you don't want to play them. All right, we'll see. We'll talk about that on Tuesday.
But we want it to go to 7 because we want to be as tired as possible.
Absolutely.
Especially the Nuggets who only play like 6 guys, basically.
Yeah. On the other side, I don't know if anybody could have saw this. I think we're all predicting that this conference final is going to be the Cavaliers and the Celtics, and it's not. It's Pacers-Knicks. How cool is that?
Yeah,
or it might be the Knicks. We don't know that. Knicks and Celtics play tonight, or tomorrow night. I'm sorry, tomorrow night. Do you think the Knicks? I think the Knicks are going to win this thing.
I think Boston's going to win this series. Still, I really do. I know they kind of had the classic game after your superstar gets hurt, where everyone's all motivated and balled out. So I'm not paying too much attention to that, but I think Jaylen Brown showed last night he can step into Jason Tatum's role. Man had 12 assists last night.
Yeah.
Jaylen averaged about 5.5 on the season, so over double his normal averages in the assist column. Derek White looked great last night from, his shots were falling, but just the type of shots he was taking looked great. I just think that the series is not quite over yet. Boston's deep, and they got a bunch of dogs there.
All right, you do that, and you put Boston in with the Pacers. Are you thinking they could beat the Pacers without their best man?
I mean, I do think they could, and I have consistently underestimated and taken shots at the Pacers throughout this playoff. But, like, if we're thinking from a Western Conference opponent situation, I want Boston to win if I'm anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're playing a team without their superstar, but I just think with the depth that team has, and Holiday and White and Brown and Porzingis and Luke Cornett had 7 blocks on Monday or on Tuesday night. So
they're fun to watch.
They are fun.
All right, let's go to break. When we come back, there's lots of great sports news here in Minnesota. We'll talk about some Minnesota Twins and some Viking news. It's all coming up with Spinny from Hard Headed Sports.
All the special interests are represented in St. Paul. But who speaks for you? Center of the American Experiment does. Our policy fellows dig into the tough issues that matter to you and offer common sense solutions on education, taxes, crime, and energy. American Experiment is the trusted, nonpartisan voice of Minnesotans like you. We are working every day to make Minnesota a better, safer, more prosperous place. We are American Experiment. Go to americanexperiment.org to learn more.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Don't need to ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on the Al Travis Show.
We've got Spinny with us from Hard-Headed Sports Center House. If you'd like to join us, feel free. Spinny, just quick, your thoughts on, I don't know if you've seen the schedule yet for the Minnesota Vikings. They must think we're something. Week 1, 7:15 in the evening, nationwide TV. Week 2, 7:15 nationwide TV against the Falcons. Noon on Sunday with CBS for the Bengals. Then we head to Dublin, Ireland, for week 4, followed by London on week 5. They must think we're something.
Yeah, I'm liking where we're sitting in the NFL schedule. You can tell that like you said, they think we're going to be good. The London and Dublin thing is cool. First team ever to play back-to-back Europe games. I think we'll be locked in for that. The cool part of that is both of those games came out of our road matchups. So we'll have 9 home games, 7 road games, and then those 2 neutral site ones. So still paid off for us from the schedule perspective when it comes to that as well.
But
That's the only good thing about those European games. That's the only good thing about it, because other than that, I hate them.
Thank you, Senator. I'm with you 100%. This is why this is wrong. All right, you want to showcase a game in Dublin. We're never going to have a team there, right? Ireland's never getting a football team because we're not going to spend the money to fly teams back and forth across the ocean. So that's not going to happen. Great, you want them to watch? Good for you. Put it on at noon my time. Let them stay up late or get up early. I don't even know how the math works, but why I got to get up at 8:30 in the morning? You know how early I got to get up to have ribs at 8:30 in the morning for 2 weeks in a row? That's pretty early. Not going to happen.
That is early. It's
yeah.
all right. That just means you get to have it's really an all-day experience. 8:30 to 11:30, noon to 3, 3 to 6, 7 to 10. It's great. Yeah. All day football only, baby. Come on.
All right, let's see if that happens for you, Spinny. You're married now. That's right. All right, the other good news, real good news in sports for us anyway. The Minnesota Twins are now 10 in a row. Didn't see it coming, to be honest. Now, this team was worth beating up on. It was nice they came when they did. But what's wild about that, 10-0 in your last 10, Spin, we've gained no ground on Detroit. We're still 5.5 back. The Central might be for real.
I agree. I can't believe the Central is actually for real. Right now, Cleveland, Kansas City, and your Minnesota Twins would be the 3 wildcard teams. And Detroit, we'd have 4 AL Central teams in if the playoffs started right now, which is pretty crazy.
Well, that's crazy because when you look at it, the Twins, there's only one team outside of our division, the New York Yankees, that have a better schedule. We'd be in first place in the West, we'd be in second place in the East, and here we are 4th in the Central. Now, is this fluky to you? Is this just things will level out? We're already, I'm trying to do the math here, 45 games in. We're a quarter of the way through the season.
Yeah, I think you've seen what, for the most part, teams will be what they'll be. There'll be some up and downs. And I don't think 3 AL Central teams are going to make the playoff. 4 AL Central teams are going to make the playoffs like is currently right now. There'll be some shakeups, but the Twins are looking good. Plus 24 run differential, best run differential among all the teams in wild card contention. Cleveland's minus 14 run differential. 2 games above us. So, and also 15-6 at Target Field. That's crazy. We've really took advantage of our home games. 8-14 on the road and 15-6 at home. So much better home team from the Twins this season. But credit to them for that, because that has not been the case the last 2 years.
Do you think, Senator, that Byron Buxton can keep playing? Let's bet he's leading the batting average. He's got most home runs. He's got most RBIs, on-base percentage. He's got the most hits. He's leading this squad. You got to give him credit for that. But one run into the wall, he's out for 6 months.
He's got to figure out how to stay healthy. That's a fact. But the deal is you guys ready to jump on the bandwagon yet? I was talking this way from the day one. And you guys they can't make it. It's a long season, folks. They can make this deal, and it just depends on how they stay healthy, because they've got the squad to make this happen.
You don't have any problems with the people they're playing against. That when we talk about all the other people that are ahead of us and us being in 4th place, you're not scared about any of them. You don't think Detroit's for real?
It's a long season. It depends on who stays healthy. We'll see it shake out. It's fun to watch. They're an exciting team. Hey.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I get to see them every once in a while on TV now. It's all great.
Well, true. And do you get to watch them spin? My cable company, I'm in love with them. They put an entire channel on, 36 down here. It just has the Twins logo on it, and it just plays the same music 90% of the time. Then all of a sudden a game pops up, and I get to watch them. I don't know what they're doing. You get to watch the games up there, Spin?
That's awesome. No, not, I'm more what the Senator said, where YouTube TV will occasionally throw me a bone for a Twins game here and there, but for the most part, I'm not getting to watch all of them.
I got them
all. At least in principle.
I listened to the doubleheader yesterday. I'm telling you, or the other day, whatever day it was. But that was fantastic. Nothing's better than your mind.
When you're listening to the game on the radio?
I tell you.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Best
Baseball
thing for
especially is a great radio sport.
Completely agree. The best thing for us is we played the Orioles 6 times so far. There'll be 7 today in the last 10 days. This has helped us get us healthy, right? Let's beat up on the bottom dwellers if we can.
Agreed, right. But the Orioles, they're not having a great year, but talent-wise, they're definitely one of the top teams, so it's interesting.
No, completely agree. Got to fly, Spinny. Appreciate you. How does someone pick up Hard-Headed Sports on the podcast?
Check us out, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Should have an NBA episode coming out in the next couple days.
All right. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Achieving your